This is the chilling story of how a man who beat the odds and won millions in the lottery lost everything, including his life, at the hands of someone he thought was a friend. This is the tragic case of Abraham Shakespeare, a Florida man who won $31 million in 2006, only to be murdered 3 years later by DeeDee Moore. Let's take a closer look at one of the most shocking lottery-related murder cases in recent history. Abraham Shakespeare was a quiet, hard-working man from Lakeland, Florida. In 2006, his life changed forever when he stopped at a gas station during a truck delivery and bought a couple of lottery tickets. One of them hit the jackpot. He had just won $31 million. After taxes, he received a lump sum of $17 million. To Abraham, it felt like a miracle. But that miracle quickly turned into a curse. Abraham wasn't greedy. In fact, he was known for his generosity. He helped friends pay off debts. He gave away cars. He supported his community. But soon, people started showing up out of nowhere, asking for money. And Abraham, always kind-hearted, rarely said no. Then came DeeDee Moore. She approached Abraham in 2008, pretending to be someone who wanted to help. She said she wanted to write a book about his life, to show how money can change people. Abraham believed her. He thought she was different, someone who wasn't just after his fortune. But DeeDee Moore had other plans. She quickly inserted herself into his life, then into his finances. She convinced Abraham to sign over control of some of his money and assets, including a $1.5 million annuity. She told him it was to protect him from people trying to take advantage of him. But in reality, she was the one taking it all. She transferred money to herself. She bought luxury items. She even put properties in her name. Abraham became suspicious, and shortly after that, he vanished. In April of 2009, Abraham Shakespeare disappeared, and no one heard from him again. DeeDee told everyone that he had gone off to be alone, that he was tired of people asking for money, and just wanted peace. She even sent text messages from his phone, pretending to be him. But there was one problem. Abraham could barely read or write, and his family knew those texts weren't from him. As suspicions grew, DeeDee started to panic. She offered people money to lie. She asked one man to help her dig up and move a body. Eventually, investigators caught on. And in January of 2010, the horrifying truth was revealed. Abraham's body was found buried under a concrete slab in the backyard of a home owned by DeeDee Moore. He had been shot twice in the chest. Police believe he was murdered shortly after going missing, sometime in April 2009. The motive was simple: money. In 2012, DeeDee Moore stood trial for the murder of Abraham Shakespeare. Prosecutors laid it all out. She gained his trust, stole his fortune, and killed him to cover her tracks. The jury didn't take long. DeeDee Moore was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, without the possibility of parole. To this day, she remains behind bars, still claiming she's innocent. But the evidence tells a different story. Abraham Shakespeare wanted to help people. He wanted to use his fortune to do good. But his kindness was used against him, and in the end, he paid the ultimate price. This is a story of trust, betrayal, and how money can bring out the darkest sides of people. May Abraham's story never be forgotten.